This video is going to look at the range of ways to get music onto your iPad, starting with ripping a CD or purchasing music using the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store, and downloading music from the internet using an app or converting a song from YouTube. Let's start with iTunes. If you have a computer, then you do need iTunes because that's the best manager of all your media. And it has music libraries and movies and TV shows and podcasts and books, apps. It's one of the ways to synchronize your iPad to your computer and make sure that your content's up to date or select your content. So in iTunes, in the music library, in order to get music onto the iPad that you have stored on your hard drive on your computer, you need to get that music onto your computer. And one of the ways you do that is by ripping a CD. So all those music CDs that you've collected over the years that are useless at the moment unless you keep using a CD player, you can now convert those CDs to a digital format, and that's called ripping. iTunes is set up to rip a CD, and as soon as you put that CD into the computer, depending on the settings you choose, it will start to take the songs off. Now the preferences, in the iTunes preferences, in the general tab, there is a setting. When you insert a CD, what should happen? Now you have all these options. Ask to import, so just in case you don't want it to automatically happen, you could select that one and it will ask you, do you want me to import this CD? If you have a lot of them, you can do import CD and eject. So as you put a CD in, it imports the songs, then it ejects the CD, and then you put another one in, it goes a little bit quicker. And there are some settings here as well you can look at in terms of the quality of the music that you want ripped. So as you put a CD in, you have the opportunity to select all the songs on that CD or pick and choose which songs you'd like to be ripped. And as they're ripped, they are put into your music library. And this is the music library in front of me now. And the songs that I have here are a combination of songs that have been ripped from the CD, purchased from the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store, or downloaded from a free music site, or given to me by somebody else, and I've copied them across with a USB drive. And they're all just living in my iTunes library, and again in your preferences, iTunes preferences, if you want to know where is my media stored, that's in the advanced tab, and there's your location of the folder. So mine is actually in an external drive. It's the iTunes media hard drive, and in that drive there's an iTunes folder, and inside that folder there's an iTunes media folder. I also ask it to keep the media folder organized, and anything that comes in that is added to my iTunes library, it will also copy that to the folder. When you first install iTunes, its default location will be your C drive in the music library if it's a Windows computer, and it's in the music library on a Mac. You can change it by clicking change and then finding where the new library is, what drive do you want it to go on. So I've got a whole lot of shared drive here, a whole lot of devices. I can choose any external drive to locate mine on. So my library is on an external drive. So if I go into my Finder and have a look for that external drive called iTunes Media, and let's close it all up. Inside that hard drive is the iTunes folder, and inside that folder is the iTunes Media, and then it divides it all into the music and the movies and the podcasts, etc., the TV shows, so you can actually find them and back it up. So if I wanted to back up my music folder, I could just back that up to another external drive or subscribe to iTunes Music Match. So with the music in your music library, you can sort it by a number of criteria up here. So sort it by song or by album or artist or genre. So there's various ways you can sort it, all of which is personal. To put music onto the iPad, you go into the device, which is connected at the moment via the cable, the USB cable. and select music, and then you can sync your music. Select sync music and then sync all of it or selected playlists. So if you're picking selected playlists and artists, then again in the music library you have to have some playlists. And I have some down the left there, at the bottom there. And playlists are just groups of songs that are at that time I wanted to really listen to, or I didn't want to listen to all of my songs. To create a playlist in iTunes, just simply clicking the plus, new playlist, give it a name, and then dragging songs into it. So you can go back to your music library, picking various songs. So you might want to pick an artist. So perhaps I want to find an artist. Well, the James Bond collection, maybe I want those songs. And those songs are all up in the cloud, but I can select them all and dragging them into that new playlist, which is my test music. Drag them into there. They still exist in the main music library, but if I go into here, they're all there too. Now, eventually you're going to run out of CDs that you own and you might need to buy your music. So purchasing music can be done on iTunes, either directly from the iPad or via iTunes on your computer. So on the iPad, if I look for the iTunes app and search the store, at the bottom of the app are the different types of media. So I'm looking for music, but I could also do movies and TV shows and books, and search for and purchase those, and they would be stored on the iPad. So I'm looking for music, and on the iTunes store there are some basic ways of filtering in that major featured page are new music and what's hot, and so you have to search the store for a particular song that you want. So if I look for Katy Perry, and all of her songs and albums and music videos will then come up on as a result of the search, where you can then either download an entire album or a song by song. So if I wanted that song, the song is part of that album, and if I want that song, a preview of it, and if I want to buy it, tap the money, buy the song, put in my iTunes password. That song starts downloading and it's in the downloads tab, so you can check its progress. Its speed again depends on your internet connection. And that song will be available in the music app. And my songs are organized by song. I'm looking for Katy Perry Fireworks, so here it is. And it start playing it on the iPad. Go back in the iTunes store and there is a purchased tab. So every piece of media that I've ever bought from the iTunes store can be retrieved from this purchase tab. So there's music, there's movies, there's TV shows. So if I look at the music, and there's an alphabetical guide there to get you through it if it's quite a big list. Artists are arranged by their first name, so we'll look for the K, for Katy Perry. There's the song. It says play because that song is on the iPad, so I could play it directly from the account, the iTunes in the cloud, and stream it. So if I wanted to delete it from the music app and I don't want that song, so I'm going to swipe from right to left and delete that song. It's no longer on the iPad. If I want to play it back in the iTunes store, it's now up in the cloud. So if I want to play that, I can tap the cloud, it will download that song to my iPad. So even though you delete media from your iPad, if you purchased it from the iTunes store, you can stream it and download it again anytime. Now that song that I just purchased on the iPad is not on my computer, and really what I want to have is everything that's on the iPad, I want to have that backed up on my computer. And I can do that by synchronizing it, the iPad back to the computer, but because I've purchased it, it should be available immediately in my iTunes. So if I went into the music library, the song Firework is immediately downloaded to any of my Apple devices because in iTunes, in the preferences, in the store, I've set automatic downloads to yes. So every time I make a new purchase in my iTunes account, it immediately is downloaded to any other device that is logged in to the iTunes with my iTunes account. Now, one of the other ways you can buy music is through the Google Play Store. All you need is a Google account, and when you've logged in to your Google account, select Play, and there's the store, but select from the different types of media. So if I tap click music, I can buy music from the Google Play Store. So any of these, similar to the iTunes apps, gives you the new releases and recommended, etc. So you could buy a song from there. I searched again for Katy Perry. And it gives me results such as artists and her albums and individual tracks. So if I pick a song, I can buy the whole album or song by song, and it has a preview by clicking the play button. And to buy anything from the Google Play Store, you need to have Google Wallet. In Australia, there is no Google gift card such as there is with the iTunes gift card. So if you want to buy something, you need to have a debit card or a credit card attached to Google Wallet. And I have a debit card attached. If you haven't got a credit card, you can always get one of those pay-as-you-go, load-as-you-go Visa cards. But Google Wallet, as soon as I click buy, and I will, that song will be downloaded to my Google Play account. So it's sitting up there in my Google account. It's not down on the iPad. It's not down in my hard drive. Now I can listen to it. I can share it. With Google Play, you can add up to 20,000 songs. So I could also upload all of my iTunes library to my Google Play and listen to that on the iPad because Cloud Play app, and that's the app for Google Music. Cloud Play for Google Music will let you play all your music from your Google Play account. So it's $1.99. Back to Google Play Music. So I can select the Play Store, just to go back where we were. Select Music, My Music, because I don't want to buy anything anymore. And that loads my music library. I've uploaded all my music from my iTunes collection using this button or by downloading the music manager, which you need to do. There is a help page. So Google Play support.google.com, which gets you to this page, and then you can do a help by category. So help music, and go through that. It does go through all the ways to use music. And you do need to download and install a music manager, and that's available for Mac, for Windows. It actually puts it into a preference on the Mac, a music manager, installs it into the preference. So I can upload all of my iTunes library, which I've done. And these ones that couldn't be uploaded are audiobooks that are protected. So it won't upload protected music. I could upload just my playlist from iTunes, and I could select that. So automatically upload any songs that I've added to iTunes since the last time I uploaded to Google Play. And I can download from my Google Play library anything I've just purchased or that was free. In the Advanced tab, you can actually tell it where your iTunes library is. And I won't do that now because I'll lose everything. And the bandwidth that you want to have available for downloading and uploading. And if I download that free and purchase, it gives me a opportunity to select where that song is going to go, and I want it to go into my iTunes folder, not my music folder, because I'm using iTunes. But you have a bit of a chance to say where you want it to go, and then I'll download it. It's going to download that Katy Perry song that I just purchased, Firework. And so when I go back to iTunes and have a look in the song, I've got 2 copies of it. and this is the one here. Now, another way to get music onto your iPad is to download it from the internet, and you can download it from free music sites or even convert a YouTube music video and rip the MP3 audio out of that. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do that using the app Goodreader. So open Goodreader, and Goodreader is a file management program, but it also is a PDF reader. So there's a PDF that I could read, annotate and edit, and go back to the menu. It's a manager of files. It's also an audio player and a media player. It zips files, it unzips files, and it connects to a great range of servers. So you can connect it to a lot of cloud services to allow you to move files back and forward from the cloud to your devices. And it has the major ones, so Dropbox, SkyDrive, Google Drive, Box, all of those you can get free accounts and space that you can use to upload your files. It also adds external storage or network attached storage, so you can actually save files to your network, your wireless network. Now, how are we going to use it to download music? So there's also a web browser. So if I went into browse the web, and there is a site called YouTube-mp3.org that converts music videos to MP3. That's the site I'm going to use to convert it, but I need to go into YouTube first of all and find something to convert. So in the YouTube app, I'm doing this all on the iPad too, with no computer involved. So in the YouTube app, and you don't need to be logged in, signed into your YouTube account. So I'm just going to search for, and I'll go for Katy Perry again. Search for a music video, and let's pick this one. And just open that video, because all I want is the link. And I have to wait for any ad to go through. There isn't any ad on it. So in the sharing button here, copy the link, and then close YouTube and go back to Goodreader. And go back to the beginning of that, browsing the web. I'm going to open up this YouTube-mp3.org site, because here it'll let me paste in that link. So I'm going to delete the one that's already there. Paste in the link that I just copied from that YouTube and tap Convert Video. And it's converted to MP3. So what it's done is ripped the MP3 audio out of that video. Similar process to ripping a CD. It's taking the audio from the CD. This one's taking the audio off the video. Then tap the download and tap download linked file. So the downloading is started. Go back to here. I can see the progress of it now. And the other day I downloaded a Justin Timberlake. So once I've downloaded it, I can delete that link. So I'll delete that one. And it puts it into the downloads folder. So this is the one I just did last Friday night one. And I can play it from here, as it is a player. And that file is now sitting in the downloads folder. So the folder's sitting here, but I want to get the songs from the downloads folder into the My Music folder. Go into the downloads folder, manage the files, select 2 songs, tap move, go back to where I want them to go. I want them to go into the music folder and move 2 items here. They disappear out of the My Documents folder, and they're now in the My Music folder. And I can put folders inside those, and so the folders can be playlists. If you want to play your music that you've converted from a YouTube video, you can play it in the Goodreader audio. You won't be able to play them in the music app. So if I go into the music app, those songs will not be there. it doesn't copy it, and I can't copy any music from the Goodreader app into my music app. It takes a few more steps if you wanted to do that. If you want to get the music out of your Goodreader app, you can upload it. So if I go back to my music, manage the files. So I want to take these two and upload them to, and I could upload it directly to one of my external drives. So I could take them to this drive, for example, which is a drive sitting on my network, and move them there, copy them there. They'll still be sitting in Goodreader. I haven't deleted them, just moved them, copied them, and then I can get them into my computer and into my iTunes library from there. Or I could just upload them to Dropbox or Google Drive or SkyDrive, one of those cloud services. So if I wanted to take them up to Google Drive, and again I can put a folder into Google Drive and upload two items, and I'm just going to drop them into Google Drive, not into any folder. But you can get them out of Goodreader. Goodreader is a very good management app. If you have a look in the description, there will be a link to a video I did on how to manage files and use Goodreader. So those two songs are now sitting in Google Drive, and if I wanted to close that, go and have a look in the Google Drive app. So again, I'm doing all of this on the iPad. Those two songs, there they are. Now the other way of downloading music is by using one of those free music sites. And so there is an app that you can download, and there's many of these, but the one I've chosen to show you is called Free MP3 or MP3 Music Downloader. And it has playlists and downloads, and you can actually go onto a browser within the app and download music. And it has some general questions and instructions. It's a free site, so it's ad supported. There's a number of free legal music sites. So if I wanted to get something from Last.fm, this will open the browser where I can search for a song. So I'm just going to pick whatever's on here. So I'll say I want the song Lost Boys, the free MP3, and I want to download it. Rename it if I wish. The download has started, and you can see there's a download tab there. So these are some of the songs that I've downloaded previously. And this one is a better way of managing the music that you download. The main problem with it is that you cannot get the songs out of the app at all. So whilst with Goodreader it's not as good a music manager and player, but you can get the files out of Goodreader and into one of your network attached storage drives, or Google, or a Dropbox, or a SkyDrive, and then you can get it back to your hard drive and put it into iTunes. With this app, it's still in there, and there's no way I can get it out. So to me, that doesn't make that as useful. What does make it useful, perhaps, is the list of sites it gives you. It allows you to do playlists, and it's a much better audio player and manager. That's the browser. So I could also have gone through the browser to the YouTube site and done that convert video. It'll do that too. It'll go to other sites. I get the YouTube link, convert the video, download the MP3, but again, it's still stuck in this app. The other app there, that is the Cloud Play for Google Music app. So that's the app that will let you log into your Google Play account, and you can actually play your music from the Google Play Store, so it's all streamed. Nothing is sitting on your iPad. The next video is going to look at how you store and manage your music.